Hello everyone, Merry Christmas to all of you and Happy New Year in advance. It's like 6 days away for the new year 2023 to start. Like I can't believe this year 2022 just flew like this. It feels like it started yesterday only. Do you feel the same thing? I'm having the same feeling right now. Like, there are so many things that we accomplished in this year, and there are some left that will obviously pass to the next year. This year, one of my biggest goals was to read a lot of books that I think I did. There are some books that I couldn't complete that I bought but couldn't read fully. I will pass that to the next year, obviously. I will show you everything. I will show you each and every book. I will show you my favorite ones. The books that won my heart and blew my mind are on this pile. So if you're excited just like me, so watch this video till the end. And without any further ado, let's get started, yaar. So before showing you the books that I read, I want to show you the books that I didn't read. These are some best non-fiction books. Now I'm not against non-fiction books. They are really good, but I'm a person who likes fiction over non-fiction. Non-fiction books tells you everything, like they serve you the meaning, the lessons in a plate. Like they tell you have to start your day like this, you have to save money like this, you have to be like this, you should talk like this, and you have to just follow those things. But a fiction book is a different story. It tells you the story of a character. Something happens in their life and then it goes through some ups and downs, and finally and eventually it just gets solved. But the thing that I love the most is that you have to find the meaning yourself. In fiction books, you have to derive the meaning on your own. You have to find the meaning on your own. Like for me, if I read a book, a fiction book, the meaning that I get from that is can be a different meaning. And if you read that same book, your meaning could be a different meaning. So I love them. I love to find things. I love to derive things. I don't like something served to me in a plate. That's the thing. I love to work for it. I love to apply my mind to it. So that's the thing. But non-fiction books are really great. So let me show you them one by one. First is Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma. This is a very good book. It has so many small chapters that you can read on your daily basis. I will completely, surely read this because it is a very good book. You can read 5 chapters a day and they are good chapters like Live a Life, How to Start Your Day, and Keep a Journal. Like there are so many chapters and it's a good book. I will read this. Next is, I'm very ashamed of myself showing you this and telling you I didn't read it. It is Atomic Habits by James Clear. It tells you the impact of habits, how to make good habits and break the bad ones. I have read it this much, but I just couldn't complete it. I promised myself I will. So yeah, this is one of them. My god. This is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Like 20 million copies are sold. I've also read it like a good amount, but I just couldn't complete it. But I will. I promise to myself I will. Next is this, The Art of Happy Exit. It is How Smart Entrepreneurs Sell Their Businesses. It's a business book. I'll read you. Next is Death and Inside Story by Sadhguru. It's a great book, but it is a lot like Sanskrit vibes. It has a great meaning about death. It tells you everything about death. Just very good book. I read it, but I just left it in between. But I will read it. When I will read it now, I will tell you all that I have finally completed them. So yeah, these was the books that I couldn't read, couldn't complete. But now comes the pile that is my favorite ones. I'll show you them. What can be a better start to fiction books than cohort books? Yes, guys, my all-time favorite Colin Hoover. I read some of her books. The first one was It Ends With Us by Colin Hoover. It has my heart, guys. It is a story about Lily and Ryan. They are living their life. Lily is a florist, and then Atlas comes into Lily's life, who was her teenage love, and then a new story blooms between three of them. And it is not just a book that has love story. It teaches you a very very deep lesson. Every girl should read this. It tells you about abusive relationship, toxic relationships, and how to come out of them. It is a very important book. A sequel of this book came out this year. It says It Starts With Us. It has the story of Lily and Atlas. So yeah, this book is amazing. Who is sneezing? Whenever I make a video, someone has to sneeze, someone has to cough. Some sabji wala has to sell his sabjis over here. I'm just sick of them. So yeah, keeping them aside. So my second cohort book is Hard Bones. This book is between, what was their name? Yeah, Bea and Samson. They are very contradictory from each other. Samson is like that rich, lavish guy, and Tate is a poor girl. They spend their summers living as neighbors in a beach house, and love gets started between both of them. But then a storm came, and everything just gets shattered. New dark secrets come forward, and we don't know what happens in the story. You have to read the book to know. I will give this 3 out of 5 stars. It was not that good. It is not like very deep, but it is a good book. I love the cover, very beautiful. Next is Ugly Love by Colin Hoover. Very deep book it is. It is between Miles Archer and Tate Collins. They are in a relationship, like not in love relationship, you know what I mean. They are in a no strings attached relationship, but soon love pours in, and there are some lines written over here. I want to read them to you. It says, they think they can handle it, but everything is different when real emotions starts to change the equation. Hearts get infiltrated, promises gets broken, rules shattered, and love gets ugly. Now you want to read this now? It is a very deep and strong book. Love it. 5 out of 5 stars. Next is a very good book. It is The Silent Patient, a mysterious book. It is about this Alicia Berenson who killed her husband, or is believed to kill her husband, and then she just went silent. She's not speaking anything, and then Theo Faber came to like make her speak. He is a doctor, a psychiatrist, and then he tries to like dig the secrets, and then the end of the story is very mind blowing. Like, I can't believe, whenever I think about the end of the story, I just gets lost in my thinking. Like, how can it happen? How can that person be the real murderer? You have to read this book to get to know what I am saying. This is a very, very, very good book. Next book is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This is my first ever book of Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it is a mind boggling book, a very amazing book. It tells you the story of this woman, Evelyn Hugo. She's like a star of Hollywood. She is having a lot of fame, but the reality behind that fame is demonstrated in this book, like what actors and actresses have to go through in their real life, and they just can't show it on the camera. It tells you the story about the seven husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then who was her real love. It is a very confusing book. Not like a confusing book. The title is confusing, but the story is written like very smoothly. It just pours inside you. It feels like it is a very thick book, but when you start to read it, you will not be able to put it down until you complete it. So, if you want to pick one book from the entire pile I have shown you till now, pick this one. This is a very, very, very good book. It is a 6-star book. So, you can think of how much great this book is. So next books are these two little books. This one is Dear Father, a short book that my sister got from me from her scholastic fair in the school. So this is that. And this is Wise and Otherwise by Sudha Murthy, a very, very great book. It tells you about it has so many small chapters that tells you different things about like different life lessons from real life stories. This has real anecdotes of Sudhamurthy's life. She's telling you the lessons she has derived from those things. So this is a very great book. I have to speed it up because I have 4 more books to left, and those are my most favorite books, and I will blabber a lot about them. So this is that book. Next is a series. This is the Twisted series by Anna Huang. Oh my god, I love them. I really, really, really love them. They are amazing. They are a story of 4 best girlfriends. First one is about Ava and Alex. Next is about Bridget and Rice. This one is about Josh and Jules. This one is about Stella Alonso and Christian Harper. So these are 4 best friends: Ava, Bridget, Jules, and Stella. Ava is a very commoner girl, very simple girl. She is very interested in photography. Next is Bridget. She is like the princess of Eldora, a real life princess. Next is Jules. She is a red-headed girl, like red hairstyle. And then she is preparing for her bar exam. Next is Stella. She is an influencer on social media, and their lives get different when someone comes in all of their lives. Like Ava has Alex, who is appointed by her brother to look after her because her brother Josh is going to somewhere, and Alex is after her to look after her, and then they fall in love. Bridget ki love story is with her bodyguard. Amazing book it is again. This is the story between Jules and Josh. Josh is Ava's brother, so the story is between them. This is my most favorite book from all of them. It is a very hateful book. Like they hate each other. Josh and Jules hate each other, but then they fall in love. So yeah, this is the story about them. Next is about Stella and Christian. Stella is living in Christian's apartment. He is her landlord, but the Stella, like some stalker is behind Stella. Some stalker is following Stella, and then he asks for help from Christian Harper because he is also a cybersecurity expert, and then love pours in. Like this is my best ever series. This is the first ever series I've ever read, and I am just gone. This series won my heart. So yeah, this was it. So friends, this was it. This was my entire pile. The books that I did not read, the books that I love. Like my favorite books out of them will be the Twisted series, It Ends With Us, and Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and Silent Patient also. So yeah, these were my favorite books. These were the books that I read in year 2022. I hope that in year 2023 I will be able to read a lot more books. And if you like this video, if you like any of the recommendations that I gave you, so do hit that like button, share this video, subscribe to my channel. It will be a lot of help to me. I will get a lot of inspiration. So yeah, this was it for the video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. I'll meet you in the next video, which will be coming next year. So bye bye.